Okay, we are live and we are back. Good morning. It's a Throwback Thursday. This Thursday, October the 12th, 2023, 17 minutes after the hour. Welcome, all my friends and family, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. The chat room is wide open, guys. Or if you love to call in, the number is 570-982-6950. Thank you so much for tuning in on this glorious Throwback Thursday. We are back. We are in the building. We are super excited to be here with you guys this morning. You know what I always say. If you get a deficit of love, this is where you get your love. On the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and also the Queen Miss Miko. But most importantly, like I always say, every time we broadcast, it's the only place on earth, on this physical earth, where you get your morning started right. To the Queen SennyJ, good morning. God bless you. You look good this morning. How are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what is happening locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Yeah, we want you to stick around for everything that SennyJ has to offer you on this Throwback Thursday. There's a little chill in the air out here in northeastern Pennsylvania, but it feels really good. We're in the October season, baseball season, football season, basketball season starting off. But SennyJ, before we get into the show, I went to our local Macy's out here yesterday. In the mall. To look for a few things, and SennyJ, as predicted, I saw all the Christmas items were up, and I'm like, here we go again. The Babylonian holiday is upon us again, and does it give me any anxiety that I see Christmas themes in the mall? No, it doesn't. But I'm just like, wow, here we go. 100 days or 70 days left to until Christmas, and they throwing it right back at us already. So, guys, I don't know, in the chat room, welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started right. Have you been out and about in the last week or so, and you start seeing the Christmas? They didn't even get. Haven't seen any Halloween items up, let alone Christmas. And I would think that since we all order online now, I think that maybe the retail stores where you walk in, the walk-in retail stores, why would they even have these Christmas themes and holiday Halloween themes and Thanksgiving themes up anyway? Because we all fast track and deliver from Amazon. But
Yeah.
Cindy, let me ask you: have you seen while you're out and about on the highways and byways, before we start the show? Welcome, Bernice Chisholm Wilson. Thank you so much, sis, for always tuning in and supporting. We appreciate you. And welcome to the show, everybody. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please show each other some love in the chat room and say good morning to each other. Thank you. Cindy, since you've been out and about, have you seen any Christmas decorations out there? What's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, I actually I did some shopping. I went out with a friend a couple weeks ago, and there was Christmas decorations up, and I like it. I like seeing them. It has been a little light with the Halloween stuff, but I have seen Halloween decorations in the store. Like more fall, not so much spooky, but definitely a lot of fall decorations, and I like it. It actually makes me think about my light is like really bright. It actually makes me think about putting up my tree earlier because I feel like once you usually people put up the tree like the day after Thanksgiving, but I feel like that's not enough time because the days are going by so fast. So I kind of feel like maybe I should start putting up Christmas decorations, like a wreath or something. Maybe just get the tree up, decorate it in a little bit. I'm feeling the pressure.
I'm not feeling the pressure. This is business. This is matter of
Nice.
fact for me.
Put a little
I'm going.
snowman on the dresser or something.
I like to say this, and I say it each and every year. And uh,
I'm gonna
I
hear it.
am excited. I am excited about the Babylonians holidays towards the end of the year. Uh, I know that. Good morning to my brother Princess Cox. No pause. Black Heart. He's in the building. Shamika Love. God bless you. I'm here to say that yes, I'm still excited about the Babylonian holidays. Before we start the show, uh, yes, I'm excited about the Christmas season and the holiday season. Uh, and this year, not like last year. This year, I'm actually going to do all my shopping in the next couple of weeks, get that out the way, and then enjoy. Uh, Guys in the chat room, are you still involved and you still into the Babylonian holidays? Uh, Halloween, I guess. I don't know. Thanksgiving, uh, Christmas, because social media could easily cancel these traditional holidays. And I'm still surprised. And I think that, honestly, I think that these holidays have been fractured. These long-standing traditional holidays have been fractured via social media and via the internet for multiple reasons. There's a lot of folks who, for their religious beliefs, they don't deal with these holidays. There's also the social media aspect of it, where we can literally cancel Christmas or Thanksgiving. Do we still have that vibe for the holidays when we were young? Remember, we were young and we was excited
Not really.
for whatever various reason about Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we would go to Auntie's house and we're like, we're going to Auntie's house. Oh my God. You know, remember all those days? Uh, do we still have that same energy now? I don't know. I mean, if Thanksgiving bypassed us, would that be okay with everybody? I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that we live in a time, and I yield my time to SennyJ, but I think we live in a time where we already know that the traditional traditions are really at a threat. There could be a problem because, God forbid, if one person types online, let's cancel Christmas, that starts a whole movement. Cindy, do you believe in canceling the holidays? And do you think that the holidays are under siege right now?
Well, yes, I do. Because me personally, Thanksgiving is like ixnay for me this year. I'm not cooking. My mom's not cooking. And that's basically it for us. So I wanted to plan a trip for me and my kids, like to go somewhere, do something. But I first of all, you already know me. Like I'm over America, period. So the whole these holidays, they can kiss it too. Like especially Thanksgiving. Like we all know. And what's the point? We're gonna cook all this food. I mean, yes, the gathering of everybody is cool, but my family is real small, especially since I don't talk to my dad. So like that side of the family, I don't really it's really big. So I just don't, there's too many of them to like really be close with anybody to be like, oh yeah, let's go over your house or whatever. So we're all like scattered all over the place. And, my mom's side, me and my sisters were all grown up. Like I'm the only one really with like a family for real. And so it's just not the same as when I was younger. So I'm not cooking all this food. I mean, I'll go to somebody else's house or whatever, hang out with them, but I'm not doing anything.
Cindy, do you
I
think,
don't.
welcome to the show, guys? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We are back and we are so grateful to be here and we are so excited. We'll be here tomorrow, God willing. But Cindy, do you think that, do you say it's so cavalier before we move on? I'm not cooking. Mom's not cooking. It's whatever. But my whole thing is, I don't talk about the traditional getting together, but do we live in a time now where most of us, family and friends, can't even get together? In some families and some friend situations, we can't even get together. Forget about Thanksgiving.
You
There's
mean
some
for
fractured relationships in some of these families that you can't even get the family or the friends in the same room anyway.
Yeah.
So you throw Thanksgiving on top of it to justify everybody getting together. And there might be, and I'm not trying to go down the negative road, but there might be some underlying resentments with family members. The arguments break out. You throw the liquor in. And
Yeah.
sometimes it isn't even a good idea, because I knew like in the generations before, or even the last generation, let's say 20 years ago, it was cool for all the families to get together. It was cool to just, yeah, bring them over. And even in some families, it was bring the exes over and bring the baby fathers and mothers over. We used to have that type of situation. I think those days are over. I think that we can't just, and I'm talking about myself as well. Because if I had a Thanksgiving dinner, if I had a Thanksgiving situation, I was bringing some folks over and there was some names that were mentioned. Nah, they can't come through here.
But I think that's every year, though. I think every year there's always like well, who's coming and who's not, and things like that. But I do feel like it's not as traditional as when I used to grow up. But that's just me. I know there's a lot of people excited for it. People plan Friendsgivings and all this other stuff. So there are people that are going to be getting together, but I'm I'm over it.
Now
Even Christmas, all these holidays.
and I say on the positive side of it, maybe we can get family and friends together on these particular holidays, and maybe that might spark uh, uh, maybe amends for family members. Maybe they could start off fresh. Maybe a little apology here and there. I don't know. I'm just saying. So on the positive part, but you got a liability of folks who don't. Well, I think a lot of before we move on, and welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning start right. A lot of our discrepancies with other people in our lives that we come through every day could be resolved if we have any, disagreements, or any animosity, or we're not speaking or talking to nobody. A lot of this can be resolved with a simple apology. Some people are not built to apologize even when they're wrong. And I think that that's a tradition. Oh, you want to call apologizing a tradition? I think people don't want to apologize anymore. So then the other person's like, all right, I'm not dealing with you, fine. But I think that's a lot of our issues today in this society. A simple, if you admit that you're wrong and you apologize, maybe the other person will receive that and keep it pushing. So, Cindy, before we move on to the show, are you one of those folks that even if you're wrong, or do you have a problem apologizing, SennyJ?
No, I don't have a problem apologizing. I apologize. But the problem, I actually have a couple of family members that I have problems with right now. And
Me too, Cindy. We're all in the same boat.
I don't mind apologizing, but to me, I feel like it's not really going to make that big of a difference. Especially because, like, I'll apologize. I've apologized to my sisters. I'll apologize to my mom. And sometimes I don't even be wrong. I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Because I feel like that's what they need. So I'll do it. But for people in my family that I don't really see that much, or I don't have any interaction, I'm just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So I'll just leave it as it is. We'll be fine.
And welcome to the show, guys. Please, I want to see the hearts in the chat room right now. I want everybody to show each other some love. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Any place on earth where you get your morning start right. But Cindy, back in the day, people used to apologize on a regular basis. There's a lot of apologizing. Yo, my fault. Remember they used to say, yo, my fault. Then they say, yo, my bad, whatever they used to say, or they had a formal apology. The apologies were running rampant back in just a generation ago. And we all been in a situation where, you know what, we effed up and we were like, yo, let me pull you over, bro. Or sis, let me pull you over. I apologize. But for some reason, and I kind of know what these reasons are, a few of them, it's because I think, and welcome to the show, guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. A lot of us are now polarized. We feel defeated, or we feel like there's some kind of shortcoming because we don't want to apologize. When a lot of times, a lot of this friction could be just eliminated with that one statement that's coming truthfully from your soul. And that's for me. Listen, when I do something wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not perfect. If I do something wrong and I know I did something wrong to somebody, I'm going to apologize, whether they receive it or not. I'm going to apologize. But sometimes we live in such, and welcome to the show, guys, Throwback Thursday. We live in such a world of denial, or Cindy said it back in the day in one of her reports. She called it, they had a new movement. Remember Cindy told her that new movement, that alternate reality. What they called it?
What?
Was it alternate reality? What was it called, Cindy? Where the reality, you had your own reality. like reality wasn't reality. You could make up your own reality. I think it was alternate reality, I believe. Okay. And some folks in their mind, they think that, even if they're wrong, they're not wrong. But for whatever reasons in their head. Before we move on, put number one in the chat room if there's something wrong and you apologize.
Please.
Put a number two if you have. Put a number two if you was like, oh, hell no. And you was wrong. And put it on, and if you apologize, didn't you feel better? Didn't you feel better? When I did something wrong, I apologized. I felt better. I was wrong. Are we built for the apologies anymore? What the hell is going on in this world? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy says she's up for the apologies or not. Hey, John Gray, I wanted to reach out to you. John, inbox me your phone number again. I need to talk to you about comedy. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've effed up, bro. And listen, I can't make amends. There's some people I can't apologize for with the crap I did 30 years ago. There's two people that are still alive. If they see me, I got to run down the block.
No, Shawn, you can apologize. Just go apologize.
I can't.
Oh, why? Because they're going to beat your ass.
Yeah, I'm waiting for these two neighbors to die so I can, you know what I'm saying?
That doesn't sound like you want to apologize.
There's two people left on this earth I can't apologize to, can't make amends to. I got to run. You'll hurry up and leave this planet so I could go back around the way. To my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, I'll be in Dallas next month. Let's link up. All right, welcome to the show, guys.
You know he lives like nowhere near Dallas, right?
Yeah, he does. Lee, you live near Dallas? I'll be in Dallas for one night.
Texas is big.
November the 10th, Lee, I'll be in Dallas for one night, 12 hours. Then I got to come back home.
Not one night only.
Yeah, one night only. That's it. Lee, I'm in Dallas from 10 o'clock in the morning, Friday, to 7 o'clock in the morning, Saturday. That's it. All right, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I want to yield my time to the queen, SennyJ, who looks absolutely beautiful this morning. Cindy, I'm glad that you're looking good. I hope your spirit's okay. Cindy, give us an update real quick. Are you still single, or what's going on with you, SennyJ? Because before she answered that question, back in the day, Cindy will always tell me about her love life, who she's smashing, what's going on. And for the last year, she hasn't shared any of that with me for whatever particular reason. But Cindy, before we start off, could you inform the group and myself currently what's going on with SennyJ's. Put a number one chat room if y'all want to know what's going on currently with SennyJ's love life. Put a number two if you don't give a damn. Put a number one. Matter of fact, let me ask them first, CJ. Put a number one in the chat room if you want to know what's going on with SennyJ's love life. Put a number two if you don't give a damn. Put a number one in the chat room if you want to know anything about SennyJ's love life. Put a number two if you don't give a damn.
I don't think they give a damn.
Put a number one in the chat room if you want to hear anything about SennyJ's love life. Put a number two if you don't give a damn. Cindy, what are they saying in the chat room?
I see some number twos.
Damn. Put a number one in the chat room if you want to know what's going on with Cindy. Put a number two if you don't give a damn.
Well, you know, in the name of content, I'll say a little something.
Okay, but Cindy, what do they say? What's the consensus though, CJ?
I don't know. I seen one number one and a number two by Prentice Cox. He has a lot of number twos. We have some number ones. Okay, well, I think it's half and half.
Hold on, let me give you the drum roll. Guys, are you ready?
That's worse than mine, Sean. Nothing. It has been very quiet over here. So thank you for that. I'm still looking, still open, still taking requests. DMs are open. But no, nothing.
No movement on the love life on the SennyJ front right now?
No, it's been, and it's winter's coming up. So, it's about to be really cold outside. A lot of people aren't going to be going out. So I might have to pick this back up in the summertime, in the springtime, when everybody's all thawed out.
Cindy, what about online or social media? They have these ads where you can rent a man for a few hours or rent a man for a special occasion, anything like that. Before we move on, guys, welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's your friend. It's your uncle Harvey, Shawn Harvey, and the Queen SennyJ. Miss Miko somewhere in the Galapagos Islands. She'll be back next week.
Yeah, you guys. Miss Miko.
Let's show Miss Miko some love. Cindy, especially folks, if you're new to the show, you already know me. If you don't know, I'm a married man. So you already know what that is. Locked down to one vagina. I have a wife. God bless. Good morning, honey. Good morning, honey. I'm that guy.
Stop scaring Cooper. You're ridiculous.
Chinese food tonight. I'm that guy. Okay. SennyJ, on the other hand, is one of the many men. She hasn't had many men, but she's one of the many that's out there single, especially a lot of African American women. Who there's definitely a deficit of men for various reasons, which we can talk about that all day. And then I think Cindy said there's a lack of qualified men for the Queen. But I think also where Cindy lives on a farm somewhere in northeastern Pennsylvania, so that might be a liability as well. Because when Cindy opens up her door outside, she don't see a fine piece of chocolate.
No, none of that over here. It's giving very much construction worker, farmer, telephone pole climber. Which is
there's
fine.
No grit. When SennyJ comes out her place of residence, there's no young African American man with some gray sweatpants on and some Timbs and a Yankee fitted. She hasn't seen that in 2 weeks. Cindy longs for the day to see a African American man with some swag that's running around in the towns and the highways and byways with those sweatpants on, maybe with a gray beard or a beard. So you got to understand, this is some of the reasons why she's single. But Cindy,
it doesn't have
would you be interested in renting out a boyfriend for a special occasion? Christmas?
No. I don't have nowhere to go, so I don't need a man to accompany me. So I'm not doing anything.
But Cindy, would you be open to the case or to the fact to rent out a man? Because men do it. Men rent out women. I mean, would you?
I would never pay for a man.
But why, Cindy? Why?
Please.
Like, say you had an event. Say we had a Shawn Harvey Black Affair event with the purple velvet ropes. All the fellas are walking in there with tuxedos with cummerbunds and patent leather shoes. And, and
No,
Cindy, you
because
look at
if
and
you pay for a man to come with you, then it might hinder your chances of finding somebody there. Hello? You
but
don't
the
bring
law of
fancy.
averages would say the law of averages would I would disagree. You've been single, you've been to events, you haven't picked up anybody. So what the so
It,
Cindy, and then I ask this question to everyone in the chat room, whether you're man or woman. If you're single, are you open to a fact of renting somebody for the night, for the day, for
well,
an
even if
occasion?
I had to go to an event like that and I wanted to have somebody with me, I have male friends that I could ask that would go with me. So I wouldn't have to pay for it. They would just come with me. So that would be fun. I have,
Loser.
I have a people.
Okay.
I have a couple people on, a list I could call.
But Cindy, that's different because now you're paying for something that's a visual situation. No strings attached. You get the man that you want. If you want to order a Luke Cage or some chubby guy or athletic guy, or you have a plethora of choices. Cindy, for okay, $200, Cindy, $200. You got some arm candy walking in the place to be at a Shawn Harvey black tie event where everybody's wearing the cummerbund. $200 all night.
My luck,
You
they
would
would
be
leave with
interested in that?
somebody else.
Say that
They'd be
again.
like, I said, my luck, they would leave with somebody else. They'd be like, "You're good, right? You're okay." I found this person over here. You know what I'm saying? That would happen to me. I would get robbed. So, no, I
Ladies
don't
and
think I would
gentlemen,
do it.
ladies and gentlemen, chat before we get to our first story. Are you open to the fact of purchasing a date? Because
Not,
City says,
not Gregory Angelo said, bring her to Scranton.
well, there you
Who are you,
go.
Gregory? What the heck is in Scranton? Not a damn thing. I'm not going up there.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Do you forget where you're located right now? You're next to a farm.
Listen, it's just
That's
a
across.
cornfield, okay?
That's across the street from a cornfield. You let me get a chance with a stop sign that's about a quarter mile from your house. I'd rather be in Stratton right now.
I don't know what's going on in Scranton, but thank you for that.
Okay, listen, guys. Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature wake up team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. It's your friend Harvey. God bless all of you guys, and let's get into our first story. Go ahead, Cindy.
John, Gregory Angelo said, "You know what's up there." To you, he said, "Shawn knows what's up there." I don't know, Greg. Put a pause on that.
Yeah, Greg. Put a pause on that. Do I really know what's up in Stratton? Yeah, let's pause that, Greg. And Greg, I don't even want you to share it in the group room where we know each other from because I'm just.
Oh my God.
But if you want to, just in. But I don't know, Greg. Where we know, Greg? Where we know each other from, huh? Let me see, Greg. Where we know each other? Yo, where we know each other from, son? Give me five, bro. My name, nigga. What up? Oh, Greg. What's up, my nigga? Fucking popping, yo.
Shawn, didn't you do some comedy up there, though, right?
Oh, I know, selling mugs. Yeah, Greg, I know where he's from.
What?
That's my guy. Yep, that's my
Is
guy.
it? Put a pause on that whole situation.
Yeah, put a pause on that. Greg is a real dude. I know Greg. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Greg.
Everybody, could you welcome my friend Greg to the chat room, bro? Show
Now
him
he's
some
your
love,
friend
man.
now.
Yeah, he's
Now
my guy. I know when he said mugs, I know what he's talking about. Yo, show my man Greg in the chat room some love, man. He's new. Welcome aboard. He's down with the team. Go ahead, Cindy. What you got?
okay.
And just for the record, Cindy, you don't want no parts of Greg.
Oh
Greg,
yeah.
that's not gonna happen. Okay,
Not that's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen, my friend.
Why you're married, Greg? Is
No,
that
he's
why?
not. No, just leave it alone.
Somebody beat me to it.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Um, Shawn, did you play the lottery last night?
I sure did.
Well, sorry, you didn't win. If
That came from a really you're guilty. It came from a okay. There you go.
even though I was rooting for you to win because I wanted my 1,500, or no, you were gonna give me 2 million, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I am very disappointed about that.
Okay.
However, a single ticket was sold. I know I told a couple of people to play on Monday, and I thought that was going to be the day, but no winning ticket was pulled on Monday, which brought the total jackpot to, I believe, 1.75 billion, and the estimated cash value was like 746 million. A single ticket was sold in California, and it scored the second largest jackpot in Powerball and U.S. lottery history during last night's drawing. The winning numbers are 22, 24, 40, 52, 64, and the Powerball number was 10. The ticket to snag the estimated jackpot of more than 1.7 billion was sold at Midway Market and Liquor in Frazier Park, California, which is roughly 70 miles north of Los Angeles. At the time of Wednesday night's drawing, final ticket sales increased the grand prize. Powerball prizes in California operate on a pari mutual system, meaning the final prize payout amount changes based on ticket sales and the number of winners and may not match prizes posted on Powerball's website. A portion of the sales goes toward public services and programs supported by lotteries nationwide. They said if you bought a Powerball ticket during this jackpot run, please know that a portion of the ticket will stay in your home state to make it a better place to live. Um, it doesn't say who the person was. However, other states won pretty big too. Two tickets sold in Arizona and Pennsylvania won $2 million each after matching the first five numbers and purchasing the prize multiplier feature. I think that's the power play. Powerball said in a news release another 121 tickets won $50,000 prizes, and 24 tickets won $100,000 prizes. So, congratulations to them. I think they said nine people in Pennsylvania won like different amounts. It totaled to 650,000. So, shout out to those people too. It seems like it was a good run for this Powerball. I'm so sad I didn't win. I played on Monday night, and I think I played last week and I didn't win. So
Yeah, shout out to all the people who won the Powerball, no question about it, and the 600 something $1,000 in the state of Pennsylvania. Definitely pay the Powerball. You know how I feel about Powerball and all that. I played one ticket. Everybody plays $100, $200 worth of tickets. That's stupid to me. To the person in California who won the jackpot, please, I hope that state is an anonymous state. You don't want half of $1 billion. I don't want nobody to know that I won that type of money because we hear these horror stories about lottery winners dying, getting killed, and just a hot mess. So please protect yourself. I hope that California is a state of anonymity, so you can live, your life. And whoever you are, nice knowing you. Now it's time for you to go on to the moon,
let me
live a
see.
live a whole different life. But am I really happy for these people? What about what about us? Am I saying that because it's something robotic that I have to say? Congratulations to them.
It says California law requires the jackpot winner's name to be released when they come forward to claim their prize, but they can choose to keep other details private. Well, all we need is a name, so I'll be
All we need is
waiting.
the name. All we need is the name.
They probably deactivated their Facebook if they do.
Yeah, you have to go offline. It's a whole nother life. That's what it is, you know. And listen, I'm ready for. It's almost like going into the federal witness protection program. You just have to disappear off the grid and be gone. You move to the Galapagos Islands, move to Spain, get out of the country. You gotta leave. You can't stay here. Your life as you know it is done.
Yeah, I wonder
Round
how
up
they.
the family because that's what I would do. If I mean, we still do the show, but I would do the show from a secret location, from a bunker somewhere, and move the family out, break everybody off some paper, and leave. And
Yeah,
it's weird because we do have celebrities that are billionaires, and they could walk the street like it ain't nothing. But let you win the lottery for $500 million, they killing your ass.
I would hire a security team, right?
You would?
Yeah, why not? Bodyguards when I'm going to like the grocery store.
I don't know. Me, I go stuff like, no,
I'd be super extra for no reason. I'd hire my own paparazzi.
that's great.
Sean is like, you're wild.
And
Um,
are we really congratulating these people?
yeah,
Who,
we were all
who in their soul is
we
really congratulating?
contributed. We contributed to their winnings. But all the
Are
people
we real?
buying made their
Are,
jackpot bigger. I can't
so
believe only one person though won.
that's exactly. It should have been like 12 people that and like split this pot up. But are the person that won in California, are they happy for us? They don't give a they don't give a damn about us. The ones that
Sean,
gave them the money, they're out.
exactly.
But we over
Yeah.
here congratulating them. What are we congratulating them? We all should be mad.
No, no. Another one will come around. I'm actually surprised because it seems like we had just had $1 billion Powerball not too long ago. So I'm surprised at how quickly these Powerballs are getting such large numbers. Is there like an uptick in people playing them? Because I feel like it used to take like, a long time for it to get like this. So
Yeah. Well, obviously, there's more money being made. There's more people out here playing. And I think that drives this jackpot to where it is. And $500 million. Please be careful out there. And it's nothing to invest when you got $500 million. You don't take $500 million. Yo, I'm gonna buy two single family houses and rent them out to somebody. No, it's stupid.
right.
Just start hanging out with rich people. Just go around billionaires and go, what are you doing here? I hit the lotto. I got 500 million. Can I come in? Okay, you're good. That's what this is. New friends.
Yeah, new friends, total new things. So congratulations to them in California. I'll be keeping an eye out for the winner. The next story that I'm going to get into, I didn't really talk about this too much, but it was something kind of going on in the background, and I was actually so surprised. This is about Sergio Brown, who is an ex NFL star, and his mom. His mom was, to give you a little backstory, his mom was found dead, I believe, a month ago or something like that. And he was the last person known. He was living with his mother. And then, his mother was found dead. He was nowhere to be found. And then he started posting these really weird videos. Seemingly he was in Mexico, as people could tell from like the background. And he was just hanging out and he was making statements that didn't make any sense. And, police were actively looking for him. Uh, in connection with his mother's death. And he has now finally been arrested. Last month, the ex NFL player made headlines for disappearing around the same time his mother, Myrtle Brown, was found dead. The body of the 73-year-old was discovered by a creek behind her home in Maywood. after concerned family members informed authorities that they could not find the woman or her son, Sergio Brown. The manner of death was ruled a homicide once it was determined Myrtle died from injuries related to an assault. The public soon learned that Sergio had taken off to Mexico. In a bizarre video shared online, he claimed he thought his mom was on vacation in Sinaloa. He said, "That's fake news. She was tired. If you want to come to me, the Maywood police got to give me money. FBI had to do it. They got the power to do some stuff like that." According to news reports, Sergio was deported from Mexico yesterday and taken into custody near San Diego. It's reported he'll soon be transferred back to the Chicago area where his mother's death occurred. Um, so yeah, and then it just goes into what he was doing before. Um, the Chicago native played football in college at Notre Dame and spent 7 seasons in the NFL. He began his career with the New England Patriots in 2010 and then played for the Indianapolis Colts and Jacksonville Jaguars before ending his football career with the Bills in 2016. So this is a developing story, and I guess we're going to hear, the evidence coming out regarding this. So watch out, Sergio. And if you killed your mom, like, what is wrong with you? What is going on?
Uh,
It's a very weird story. Why would you kill your mom?
Neighbors are out here killing their moms, bro. Like, really? The woman that gave birth to you, the woman that sheltered you and fed you, and I don't care what type of mental issues you're going through or your mother's going through. I don't give a damn about how many times you got banged on the head with a football and another helmet and all these concussion protocols and your cuckoo for cocoa butts and you don't know what's going on. I don't care.
Oh.
You sat there and you killed your mother. And then talked about, I don't know, fake news. I don't know where my mother's at. My mother's not here or there. And then Mr. Sergio, who named somebody Sergio? Your mother, Myrtle, is found by a creek, near a creek. That's what you did. And then you fled to Mexico. You went to where the buffalo roam, brother.
That's so sad.
And this is a terrible story of a man who killed his beloved mother. I would rather you not speak to your mother for the rest of your life, but kill her. You, my friend, that's the death penalty for me. You're done. You're out of here. I don't care what your mother did. Your mother didn't do. Whatever your mother did, it didn't justify it for you to kill her and put her near a creek. What if when you was born, she took you? When you was born, when you was a little baby, suckling on your mother's breast. What if she took you and threw you in the garbage while you were suckling?
Stop saying suckling, please.
She didn't do that to you, huh? When you're doing all that.
Stop. My God.
He didn't take you and threw you near a creek. Sir, forget about the rest of your life in jail. I don't give a damn about your NFL career. I didn't care you was playing with the Patriots and you retired in 2016. This is 2023. What the hell have you been doing? What have you been doing post-football, dummy?
Being crazy.
And if you're crazy, the NFL, remember, City talked about it before. The players' union sued the NFL for all these protocols and all these medical mandates for football players that was suffering from this severe concussion. Cindy can give you the name of the disease. And you still didn't take advantage of that, idiot. But you had the goal to kill your own mother. Now you expedited back to Illinois, SennyJ?
Yeah, he's going back to Chicago. Maywood area of Chicago?
Yeah, go back to Chicago. Give him the death penalty. We need to know if Chicago has the death penalty. Give it to him. What else you got?
Well, I have Jada Pinkett to talk about. Jada Pinkett Smith. She has really.
City, have your son and your daughter looked up at you with like this?
Stop! I can't, Sean, please. Don't do that. What is wrong with you?
So, lady in the
Anyway,
supermarket, little baby looking at me. I was like, I was like, bitch, pull the other one down.
what is wrong with you? You're not gonna get off this suckling thing. Jada Pinkett Smith. She has been all over everywhere. She just released or is she had an interview with Hoda Cobb. How do you even say her name? Kottab. I hate that there's a T in the middle of her name. But she sat down with Hoda to talk about her new memoir that was released and dropped a bunch of bombshells regarding her and Will Smith's relationship. One of them being that they haven't been they've been separated since 2016, and that another one is that Chris Rock actually once asked her out amid rumors that she and Will Smith were divorcing. Jada is alleging that Chris Rock had previously asked her on a date amid rumors that she and Will Smith were getting a divorce. She made her revelation during a recent sit down where she recalled that despite divorce reports that her and Will emerging on a near annual basis, Chris allegedly believed them at one point that they were not going to be together. In turn, he apparently called her up and asked her on a date. She said that he said, I think every summer all the reports would come out that me and Will were getting a divorce. And this particular summer, Chris, he thought that we were getting a divorce. So he called me and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. She said, what do you mean? And he said, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? And she said, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized. And she said that was that. She shared that she and Chris haven't spoken since the night of the 2022 Academy Awards. When asked if she had any desire to talk to Chris, she said, here's my desire. I just hope that all the misunderstanding around this can be cleared up and that there can be peace. Chris Rock hasn't publicly acknowledged Jada's hasn't addressed what she said. Jada told Hoda on her Today Show interview that she and Will were just exhausted by 2016. She added that the couple never shared their separation due to them just not being ready. She also said she considered divorce, though she hasn't been able to break that promise they made when they wed. She said, I made a promise there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise. And more of this interview is going to be released tomorrow. So if you want to see it, she goes, I guess, more into depth regarding this situation. Social media, of course, is on fire. They're on every single blog. People are like, well, why did he slap Chris if they're not even together? She's continuously embarrassing him. A lot of people said they're sick of hearing about their marriage. They know more about their marriage than their own marriages. I think Anna Navarro said that on The View. And they think it's disrespectful to Will, which I kind of feel like it's not disrespectful to Will because I feel like he knows all of this. I feel like he knows that she was going to put this out there. But again, that would make sense that every summer we're hearing that you guys are not together. We hear that you guys have an open marriage because you kind of do if you saying that you guys have been separated since 2016. There were rumors that Will was dating some lady. I forget her name. They went to Egypt together and they both took like the same pictures, but not together. So I don't know. It's just really weird. I think they should get a divorce. I mean, I think they've been married for like 26, 27 years. Like, just throw in the towel. Jada, you out here having entanglements with your son's friends? Like, I don't understand what her angle is at that point. At this point, it seems like every time she's coming up with a book or has her red table talk, like she wants to drop a bombshell for ratings. So I don't know. Is there anything else in this marriage that would surprise us? I don't know.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, Shawn Harvey, one show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko, who's off abroad, celebrating her birthday. And I hope that she's having a great time and hope that she's safe. And God bless to her husband and friend of the show, my man, Mike. Now, uh, first of all, I want to see the hearts in the chat room, guys, if you all don't mind. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? That's what we don't do.
I'm weak.
Jeffrey Osborne made a song "Love Is Gone" back in the day, and the song is basically saying like when love is gone, you got to let it go, but you act like a fool because you stay in it. And the writing was and it was written on the wall that Will Smith just didn't have the courage to let go of this relationship. And then when you don't let go of these relationships and you try to keep these relationships going, then there's a level of disrespect from these women out here in these streets.
Not a level of disrespect.
Women out here in these streets right now is on an all-time high of the disrespect to African American men. It's never been like this. This is worse than the coronavirus, the way African American women are out here disrespecting African American men.
What? This is
Well,
about Will and Jada.
now, Jada. Only thing you had to do was back in the day say, "Yo, I'm a divorce. I got to get out of here." Obviously, Will it doesn't just have enough courage. So what did you do? You start disrespecting him. Start messing around with your son's friend, entanglements. You've been separated since 2006. You do what you want. You say what you want. It's so disrespectful. And listen, you can flip that to our beloved Remy Ma. She did the same thing. This is a man that stood by her side, while she was in jail. She comes out and they have this long-term relationship. They were sort of battle rap royalty. And then she started messing with a battle rapper.
That has not been confirmed.
Will Smith, bro. And then Will, you go up there and you smack. Why did you smack Chris Rock? Y'all was been separated since 2016. And Will, I don't remember you playing football because I don't understand why I can see if you was playing football, you had concussions going on and you was acting crazy. We all looked at you as this stand-up guy that was intelligent, but you're a weak man as well. The level of disrespect in this world right now from women, and I'm gonna recant my statement. All women, not African American women, all women. Women are up here getting in men's faces. Like you standing up to us like you got your chest out. Y'all been doing a lot of that lately. And this is what's going on with Jada Pinkett. Like you are just so disrespectful. And then you go on television so cavalier and have all these interviews. It's unbelievable. If I was Will, I'd be like, yo, get out, like go over there. Like, get away from me. Look, listen, let's take a perfect example from our beloved Dr. Dre. He wasn't putting up with none of that nonsense with his wife, with his ex-wife. Dumped her. She was the one that was going crazy. And Will, man, you sat here, man, it has nothing to do with your manhood. But boy, you just have no confidence in yourself as a man. Enough is enough. I know how it is. And fellas in the chat room, if you know how it is when the women don't love you no more, when women say, I'm done, they're done. When a woman say, yo, I am done, fellas, you know what that means. They're done. There's no coming back. Why do you want to be with someone that don't want to be with you?
Well, she's saying that that whatever problems they have, they're working through it.
They don't
So
want to be with it. She doesn't want to be with her. What do you mean working through? You're in a relationship together. What is it? You work on everyday situations in your relationship. I get it.
yeah,
But when it comes down to should we be together? No. When it gets to that point, it's done. Why are we even questioning should we be together? We're
yeah.
together.
They're
I don't
they
understand that.
they talk about everything except like what the problems are in their marriage. Like, what is really the issue? Because I remember when she did a talk a while back, it was this whole happiness thing, right? They weren't happy and they had to find the happiness within themselves to then be happy together. They knew that they weren't each other's happiness. So I'm trying to figure out, girl, like, what is going on in your relationship for real? Like, what is the disconnect? What's the problem?
And you know what what's really one of my pet peeves with this? And I know y'all might get mad at me. I don't even care. You know that. Welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started right. I think that women, not all women, I think that Will Smith to me is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. At least I think he's a nice guy. Other than
Is
when he
he? Is,
smacked the crap out of Chris, I thought he was a nice guy prior to that.
is he? We don't
And
know.
I think that some women they take advantage of the nice guy. I think so. I think women, when a man is too nice, or a man is pleasant, a man is treating you right, a man is showing you respect, he ain't the tough, rugged guy. I think women don't respect that no more. Women respect a dude that bitch, I'm gonna kill you. They love they love that nigga.
No, I don't love that.
They respect him more. They respect him more. This when your hand and the man got his hand on your face and it's on the side of the wall, you got more love and respect for this dude.
No,
But when a dude opens up a car door for you, when a dude takes you out and it has nothing to do with money, when a dude buy you flowers and all that, you think he's a punk ass nigga. So what you do is you start disrespecting him because you want this guy. And that's one of the problems here. That's
I don't.
one of the problems. One of the problems here is I think that there's a small sector of women that can't receive a man who's being nice to them and being respectful because of previous relationships or whatever trauma you've been through in your life. And you can't receive it. Will Smith has been nothing but nice to this broad. Will Smith don't need Jada Pinkett. He's the superstar. Cindy, do you disrespect dudes that are nice to you, bro?
No, I would never. I would never. I like
And
that.
that's the problem. So there's an all-time high level of disrespect from women to men. Like you're going chest to chest with us, with your female masculinity. You're going chest to chest. I gotta talk to some of y'all like you're men.
But don't you?
I'm done.
But
I
don't
yield my
you
time.
think that? But isn't Will kind of co-signing all this? You think he didn't know she was gonna put this out there?
Because he's trauma bond. He doesn't have enough courage. That's what I was gonna say. He doesn't have enough courage to let go. I've been in that situation where I was like, bitch, don't leave me. Don't leave me, bitch. Bitch, what am I to do if you leave me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bitch. Stay, don't leave me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bitch. I know, I've been there. I've been there. And that's
You
what Will doing. And she
you
just
think that's
walking
what it
all.
is?
Yes, she's walking all over this dude. Will needs to immediately divorce her now. Now, right now, Will, knock this off.
I mean, he could be with anybody.
You could
So
Will, you could have sex with yourself.
maybe this is the catalyst for them getting a divorce. Maybe they'll get a divorce now after this.
This is
I don't.
terrible. This is
I don't.
terrible
I
on
just
both
don't know
parts.
what else. Hmm?
This is terrible on both parts. This is a guy who's just been treating this woman throughout the years. This is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Even though Jada was in our urban movie that we love. What was it? Set It Off. Remember Set It Off? We love Jada in that. And Jada played in some, current roles. And I'm not taking nothing away from her. But Will is the guy, bro. Will, get out of that. Her daughter said that she missed Tupac and wasn't even born when Jada and Tupac was dating. Right then, I'd have been like, bitch, get out. We're done.
Maybe they don't have a prenup. Maybe it's cheaper to keep her. Maybe that's why. Or maybe he's waiting for the kids to be older so he don't have to pay child support. I think they're old. They're past 18, right?
Cindy, how much is he worth?
Let's
Whatever
see.
he's worth, split half of it and get out of that. Like, okay, say they don't have a prenuptial agreement. So what? Look at Dr. Dre. He had to give up $400 million to that crazy chick he was married to. And he's good. At least Dr. Dre is a man. Like, Dr. Dre is men of men. He got out of there. That wife was going crazy. And he was like, yo, I'm out. Yo, how much I got to get this bitch? 400 million? Okay, there you go. And he still had to pay for the lawyers.
Will Smith's net worth is $350 million. Isn't that kind of low?
No, that's a lot of money. What are you talking about? Will, give this broad $175 million in that, bro.
Jada's worth $50 million.
Exactly.
Dang, Jada, get your money.
Jada, your paper. It's funny. Jada, your paper light. And some of that, she worth 50 million. I'm saying her paper light. And some of that money probably came from Will. But what I'm saying is, Will, give her the 125 and get out of that. It's already a public disaster. It's already a public relations disaster. You smack Chris, and now your wife disrespecting you. That's the same thing like DJ. That's the same thing like what DJ Envy told in his book about his wife not coming when they having sex. Like, what is wrong with you? Where are the men? Fellas in the chat room, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're a real man. Give me 17 number 1s. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you're a real man, 100%. Whoa! What my man Ric Flair say? Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing.
Are you guys gonna watch?
What you said?
Is anybody gonna read the book? It's called Worthy by Jada Pinkett Smith.
If you're a man and you buy Jada Pinkett Smith's book, let me shut. Where my real men at? Fellas, put a number 1. Where are we? Are we still here? Fellas in the chat room, put a number 1 if you're a real dude. What's going on? Yo, Will, give her 175 and get out of there, bro. What else you got, Cindy?
Yeah, maybe he will now. I have 2 more stories.
And always remember, if the partner don't want you no more, you're done. Get out. Yeah, never be with someone that don't want to be with you. It's very simple.
She didn't say that she don't want to be with him. She said she doesn't want to give up on their vow, which she said there's never going to be anything they're not going to be able to work through. But I want to know what they're working through. Jada, what have y'all been working through since 2016? What's going on? Since you want to talk about every damn thing, what is happening? And how are you going to say that you can't give up that vow, but you don't mind the vow of sleeping with other people? You're not supposed to do that. You just overlook that one.
You're laughing, and it's funny. It is
because, girl.
But look at the level of look at the level of disrespect. She disrespecting the vows. She talked about holding on to these vows. We disrespected that. You
What
had
he
sex with the teenage with your son's friend. You shared that with Will on national TV. Then Will goes up there and smacks Chris. You're standing there. You sit in the audience looking like a complete idiot.
she said
And
she
then now
didn't
this.
do that.
Come on, man. Because you're selling a book, bro. I'm not. No, we're not supporting that. I'm not supporting that.
We're not gonna read Worthy. We're not.
No.
Put a number one in the chat room if you'd like to read the book. Put a number two if you.
She's absolutely right. Put a number one in the chat. That's a valid question. Put a number one in the chat room if you're going to purchase the book Worthy. Put a number two if you're not. Give me 17 number twos because I'm a real man.
Dang.
Lee Scott, my beloved nephew, is a real man. Tracy Ray in the chat room is a real man.
Jada, unless
Past
you're gonna.
present in the chat room, we are men. Princess Cox, no pause. Blackheart is man. Pause.
I'm gonna see if I can get a.
John Greer is a man. All man. Woo! 100%. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing.
Okay.
Derek Evans is a real man.
I kind of want to read the book. I want to know what she's talking about.
SennyJ is a real man.
I want to know what the problem is, Jada. Girl, go on a trip or something. What is happening? I would climb Will. Will would get it all.
I just broke it down to you. What are you reading that book for? I just broke it down to you.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if they have it in the library. I won't buy it. I'll just. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna get it at the library, so it's fine.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko, who's off. She's enjoying her birthday, and I hope that she's safe and she'll be back next week. But God willing, guys, we'll be back tomorrow for Feel Good Friday. Go ahead, Cindy, before we get out of here.
Word. We should ask Mike to come on.
Mike,
you want to do Feel Good Friday with us?
Mike. Yeah, Mike. You wanted to jump in with us, Mike? Mike Dixon. Wash your face. Mike Dixon. Wash your face.
Watching if Tamiko's not on.
Put the goddamn sheetrock down. Put the goddamn sheetrock down. And I want you on this show tomorrow, sir. 8 a.m.
Mike, where you at?
Mike Dixon. Mike Dixon, pause. Mike Dixon, pause. We need you on the show tomorrow. Can anybody invite Mike Dixon? Pause.
I'm gonna send this to him. He's gonna
send it to him right now. Mike Dixon, pause. We need you on the show tomorrow. Put the sheetrock down, sir. Put that goddamn drill down. He's a man. He know how to put up sheetrock and he has to drill. Pause.
Stop.
God bless.
Carly Russell. You guys remember her? The girl who had us all riled up this summer because we thought one of our beautiful Black queens was snatched up out of this thing. She had called the police to say that there was a baby alone on the highway. And then all of a sudden she disappeared and everybody was looking for her. And then they found her ass. Yeah, well, she's been held accountable for her lies. The Alabama woman who made up a story of seeing a toddler by the side of the road and then being kidnapped was found guilty of misdemeanor counts yesterday and plans to appeal. What? I didn't read that part. Hoover Municipal Judge Brad Bishop found Russell guilty of 2 counts related to the July hoax. Russell, who has admitted that she lied about the kidnapping and the toddler, pleaded not guilty Wednesday in court. Her attorney stipulated an appeal before the verdict. The case will now go before Bessemer Circuit Court in Jefferson County. She has apologized for what transpired, said her attorney. Anthony said that jail time was being sought, which we totally disagree with, and that with the appeal, the case will start anew in circuit court. They told NBC News later that Russell's legal team disagreed with the plea offer and appealed it to the circuit court, that the judge's decision was procedural because a verdict is necessary for an appeal that takes it to that state court. If you guys didn't know, on July 13th, she reported seeing a toddler in a diaper on the side of an interstate. She drove in Hoover, which is a city of around 92,000 people south of Birmingham. She then disappeared, and the large search for her captured national attention. She returned home 2 days later and said she'd been kidnapped and forced into an 18-wheeler. A little more than a week later, she said in a statement through her attorney that she lied about being kidnapped and had never seen a toddler. She was charged in July with misdemeanor counts of false reporting. She is currently free on bond. The sentence in municipal court was restitution in the amount of $17,974 and 120 days in jail on each of the two charges. And I think that's what her attorneys want to appeal because they don't think that jail time is necessary. Maybe just the $18,000 in fines. So,
What's her name? What's her first name? What's her first name?
Carly Russell. And supposedly, I didn't dive too much into it because I thought it was fake news, but I guess her and her boyfriend had gotten into something and she wanted him to like care for her, like be concerned that she was missing. So she made up this whole thing. I don't know. Or she didn't want him to break up with her or some stupidness. Like, girl, get your life together.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with the Queen SennyJ over there to my right or to your left.
Stop.
Need to see the hearts in the chat room. Special shout out to Nicole Harris is in the building. D-Lo Mathis. God bless you.
Hey guys.
We're gonna get out of here in a minute, but we appreciate you. We will return tomorrow. Carly Russell, you're pathetic. Is she's African American?
Yeah.
The suburban town of Hoover, Alabama, in the central state of Alabama, centrally located in Alabama, which is located in the South. SennyJ, I'm from Alabama. I want to see the hearts in the chat room. My mother's from Alabama. They all grew up from Alabama. They all were born and raised in Alabama and migrated north to find manufacturers' job when they had the movement of Black folks leaving the South to come to the North. And we're not talking about the Civil War. And because you caught feelings with your boyfriend, boy, he must have been putting heavy penis in your ass. Let me pause. For you to be doing all of this. But if that was your motivation. But your dumb ass didn't know that this was going to make national news. Because people do care. And then you said you saw a baby spot a baby on the road, and then your boat was missing. But then you don't have the resources to continue this lie. You got to have money to lie. You didn't have enough of it, young lady. You didn't have enough of it. This is not Tom Cruise Mission Impossible with Vin Rames as his co-star. And they have billions of dollars worth of technology to get away with any kind of situation or thing. And then you got a nerve enough, you get caught and then you plead not guilty. And why is the state of Alabama or this town or whatever jurisdiction that we're in, why is this a misdemeanor charge? And I'm not talking about the old hip hop song from back in the days made by the Silvers. Okay, see, that's before your time. $17,000 restitution? That seems light to me. How long was she on the run or disappeared? Or how long was that?
2 days. She walked home on the second day.
You only stayed out in these streets for 2 days? Oh my
She
God,
was
us
like
folks.
hiding out in a hotel. She was in like a motel room somewhere.
Right. And your dumbass probably use your debit card or you paid in cash. They got the surveillance all over. But honey, you don't think they're gonna check the hotels, hospitals, and all type of other places for your dumbass? And where's the baby? Oh, that's right. There wasn't no baby.
Right. That's what had police confused because she was the only one on this busy interstate that called in about a baby walking on the interstate.
Right. I don't care how fast. Listen, if I'm on the interstate and I'm driving, I see a baby on the road, I'm not gonna stop, but I'm gonna call the police. Because you know the way we live in the day, it could be a setup. They kidnapping people. I don't know. You know, you get out the car, you go get the baby. Next thing you know, you're in a Ford Econoline van, and you're somewhere. And somebody wanted to know a ransom. I don't know. 120 days in jail. I don't care if you did this for 5 minutes. $17,000 restitution to 120 days in jail per count, which is 240 days in jail. Negative. Negative. This is what we're doing, young lady. How old is she, Cindy?
I think she's like 20 something years old. She's young.
10 years in jail. Yes, miss. You get
10
10
years
years.
in
10
jail?
years in jail, miss. And I
No.
get 5 of those years is so no one else would do nothing stupid like this in Hoverville or Alabama.
She's 25 years old.
Okay, you're gonna spend your next 10 years in jail, stupid. 5 of those is a deterrent for other people not to do it.
No.
The other five is because you don't have $17,000 to pay for this.
It was a
This is
victimless
not this is
crime.
not a misdemeanor charge. This is damn near a felony charge. What if a police officer was looking for you, run into another armed robbery at the hotel, and he gets shot and killed looking for you, and you lying because you got feelings about your boyfriend? Yeah, yeah.
I don't
A lot of people could have got hurt looking for your punk ass. That's why you get the other 5 years
over 2 days.
over 2 days.
No. I think well, maybe they're just trying to, this is her first offense. I think the restitution, maybe 30 days in jail, not a year.
10 years, no restitution. That's it. What else you got to say before we go?
Well, NYPD is being ordered to be vigilant and for all cops to report in uniform after the ex Hamas chief calls for global protests. Um, all the NYPD has ordered all cops to report in uniform starting Friday in anticipation of potential unrest stemming from a call by the former leader of Hamas to stage global demonstrations in support of Palestinians. If you guys didn't know, there is a war that just started in the Middle East against Israel and um, and Palestinians. All uniformed members of the service in every rank will perform duty in the uniform of the day and be prepared for deployment. Cops will not be granted excusals or shift changes, and the order will remain in effect until further notice. The directive was issued after Khaled Mishal, who served as chief of Hamas from 2004 to 2017, called on the Islamic world to stage protests on Friday. The NYPD is also beefing up security at all of its 77 police precincts, assigning additional cops to monitor entryways and parking areas of station houses. Additionally, the department activated its Joint Operations Center at its Manhattan headquarters in anticipation of possible mayhem. Multiple agencies, including the Sanitation Department, the Triborough Bridge, Tunnel Authority, and FDNY, will be required to alert the Joint Operations Center as soon as they become aware of any incidents related to this event from Thursday through Sunday. The call from Mashal came as Israeli forces continued to hit back at the Gaza Strip in response to the bloody attack that the Hamas launched over the weekend. More than I'm sorry, more than 1,200 people, including 22 Americans, have been killed by Hamas forces in Israel, and another 1,100 have been killed in Gaza as a result of the Israeli airstrikes. So there's a lot of social unrest going on right now. Um, and I'm still like reading different things. It is very unfortunate that the attack happened, but the Palestinians have been losing their land to the Israelis for years. So I don't know what's going to happen. Peace in the Middle East. They've both done terrible things to each other on both sides. Um, and it's just really unfortunate. And I really don't know how America's going to respond because we're still dealing with Ukraine and Russia and they're fighting. And I know that the US has been known to back Israel in their fights, and provide them with weapons and all that other type of stuff. So I mean, this isn't really the time for us to be involved in all these wars overseas. Y'all gonna need to tighten up over there and deal with what you got. I don't know. So anybody out there who is of this descent, I feel sorry that this is going on. Peace in the Middle East.
That's something they used to say in the 80s.
Yeah.
Only,
Wish we were
only
paying
place
attention.
on earth. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the show. And we definitely appreciate you. Matter of fact, I want to see the hearts in the chat room. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? Uh, Thanks for that closing story, SennyJ. God bless you. For the NYPD to notify their beloved officers to wear their uniforms on whatever particular day because there's a unrest, upsurge in protest with the Hamas and the Palestine people. It's not a good idea. I think if all police officers should wear their uniforms. I'm sorry to say this. This like sitting ducks right now. Let me tell you something. These Palestinian people, they don't play. We already know the type of damage these people can do.
I don't think they're
These
trying to
people,
do damage over here, though. I think they
yeah,
just want awareness
city,
and they want help.
they did damage over here about 20 years ago. Remember?
I don't think it was
No, no.
fun.
City, they already got a resume over here. Trust me.
Oh my God.
And then
I don't.
these Palestinian folks, man, they light in the ass. They weigh 125 pounds, but they'll put 400 pounds worth of explosives on their neck. And only thing you have done the number, all that. Those are the number. This is serious. I wouldn't put our beloved New York City police in uniform. No, because they could run up to these guys have no problem running into a crowd of people and blowing themselves up. And this Khalid Mohammed Shalah, this guy, whoever this guy is, they sent a dispatch out. Yo, we're gonna go protest around the world. And these people take this serious.
Yeah.
And listen, right now, all my beloved New Yorkers that's working in Midtown and downtown right now, I would strongly suggest you take a pause and not eat the gyro with the white sauce from the halal. We can't do that right now. We can't do the halal right now.
Shawn.
No. We can't do halal right now, bro. This is serious. Let's go back to the history. The Jews were persecuted by the Germans back in the day. Everybody on earth hates the Jews. Okay? I don't know why, but everybody, something about these Jewish folks that nobody like. Okay, fine. Then they said, you know what? We're going to put your punk asses in the middle of the desert. This land was controlled by the Palestinians. But the whole world said, yo, Palestinian people, whatever. We got to put these people somewhere. We don't want them. And they gave them a whole entire like landmass. And then the United States funded the whole situation. So, and the reason why, because the Jews and the Arabs hate each other. The Jews and the Arabs hate each other. So they put the Jewish country in the middle of the whole Arab state. All of them are all together, and the Jews are in this one little location. But in this location, they are ready to fight wars. They got because the Jewish folks have money, and the Arab folks don't have any money. But what the Palestinians did that day last Sunday was uncalled for. Regardless of how you hate these people, these young folks were at a party. City, they were sort of like at a house music concert. Thousands of them out there. And you're going to sit there like the Palestinians and these folks do. You do a surprise attack and you murder people that just want to go out and party. Unfortunately, they was on the borderline of the Gaza Strip in Israel. And you killed all these people and you're holding all these people hostage. For what? Why did you even do that? You are not prepared to do anything like this. This was a terrible murder and war crimes. Whether you like Jewish people or not, that was terrible for what they did. I hear what you're saying, Senny. You know, they take all the land away, which they did.
And
they did.
And they continue. And how do you think they take that land? You think they send them a letter like, oh, here, we're going to take this part of your land that's already depleted and the people that you didn't even want there, that you have to have there. And then they get funding from America to drop bombs on them. They take that land by force. And they have been doing it for years. But now y'all want to get upset because they did a surprise attack on y'all because they're ready to do what they need to do to get what they want back. I mean, of course, nobody wants that. But again, there's never a good time for war. But you're not going to keep taking our stuff and we're just supposed to sit here and take it. What do you want them to do? And it's so sad because Israel has the nuclear capabilities to just blow it up. But in turn, they're going to blow up themselves. So you got all this power and can't do nothing with it. They all going to die if they use that nuclear weapon. So
that's funny. Senny, Princess is laughing at me about saying Palace Indians. Am I saying that wrong? What's the correct?
Did you? Yeah,
I don't know. But okay, but Senny, that's funny though. They have nuclear capability, but they can't use their nuclear bomb because they will nuke themselves. That's funny. And Senny, I get what you're saying about the Israelis taking their land away because they literally took all their land away. Not only did they take their land away, they're sort of like having these people almost confined like hostages. These people from the Palestinians, if I'm saying that right, or Palestine. Are they Hamas, Palestinians? They all the same, bro.
They're saying the Hamas is a terrorist group, but I don't know if that's just American propaganda.
Right, so Hamas is a terrorist group, but they all Arab, right?
Yeah.
These Arab folks hate the Jewish folks.
Let me see.
All my people's in New York right now.
Well, why can't they just stay over on the Israel side? Why? You know what I'm saying? Just stay over there. That's all they asking you to do. That's the problem.
Israel? Who, Israel?
The Palestinians, right. Get out of Gaza and all of that. Just go over there. Keep them over there. Keep them
You're
over
saying
there.
that.
Why are they putting them here?
Why did they put the Israel folks there or the Hamas, the Palestine folks?
Yeah, why did they put the Jews in Palestine?
Right. They could have put those, like, they could have gave the Jews like a portion of Brazil. Or like when we went down to Panama, like they could have put them there. Like they could have gave the Jews the state of North Dakota, like the you know what I'm saying, Saskatchewan and the Canadian province. They could have put them anywhere. Why did you put them there? That's you're right. That's a valid question. Why did you put the Jews in a hotbed location where everyone in the region hates them?
Yeah, and
And
then
guess what?
they said, let's just keep making it ours. This part is going to be ours. This part is going to be ours. I
Well,
feel
you know
bad.
what? To the Hamas group and the Palestine folks or the Palestinians and all the Arab folks, I think that the Jewish folks are going to annihilate your whole situation because you don't have the firepower to fight back. But the one thing that these dudes do have, which is very scary, they will send individual. Cindy, before we leave, can you find out how many Arab folks are in the world? Because these folks will literally strap a firecracker to their body and blow up everybody one by one. That's the scary part about these people. These people are scary. They go out, they don't mind killing themselves. Imagine you African American, right? Right now. And Hamas came to you and go, listen, you work for us now. We need you. We're gonna pay you about $100. We need you to, because you're gonna go to a better place once you blow your ass up. We need you to strap on this little bomb vest and run into the crowd of 500 and blow yourself up. Black people, we're not doing that. We looking at Akbar and them like they crazy. I'm not coming to work that day. You want me to blow myself up? Are you serious right now? And this is the difference. We look at it like that's not, that it doesn't even compute in our mind, but these folks will do it. They already did it with 9/11. That's another thing. Stop all the tourists at 9/11 right now. Shut down the whole World Trade Center finance. Everybody chill right now with the halal burgers. Don't go into the chicken spot. Leave all that alone right now till things calm down.
I just want to know how the U.S. is going to respond. They're talking a lot about Biden, watching video about what's happening, but I'm ready to see what they're going to do about it.
I would
Or
love the United States to stay out of it, but that's not going to happen.
it's really not.
And
So
now what they're going to do, see, and look what's going on. The Hamas folks are saying, yo, cut our power back on, because they cut the power off in the whole country. How you going to kill the people that are responsible for keeping your lights on? Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. And then they said, okay, if you don't cut the lights back on, we're going to kill all our hostages, all the hostages that we have. This is a hot mess. United States, please, if you can, stay away from this mess.
please, Joe.
Joe, let them duke it out, Joe. Stay away. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate you. An hour and 32 minutes and an hour and 33 minutes. We did the show today. We went over 33 minutes, but we only do that because it's nothing but love. It's your friend, your boy, Shawn Harvey. God bless. We truly appreciate you guys listening this morning. We have at one point over 100 people in the chat room, and thank you so much for those numbers, and we appreciate it. We're going to see you tomorrow, but now I'm going to yield my time, and everyone listen closely for the closing statements of our beloved queen, SennyJ, as she gives us the last words for the show today on the Throwback Thursday. SennyJ, I yield my time. I yield my time.
And I just wanted to leave you guys with, at the end of the day's gotta end. You're welcome. Take that with
you. If you don't mind, could you say that one more time? Because it was very profound and prolific.
At the end of the day's gotta end. Period. What else you gonna do? Okay.
I love it. One more time, CJ.
At the end of the day's gotta end.
Done. Boom.
That's it.
All right, guys. And it's gonna end. All right, see you guys tomorrow. We out. Come on, Cindy. Let's wave back to the
Bye.
public.